Hey guys, it's Josh, and welcome back to another episode. Yesterday was a pretty simple day. I got into work early and went through my day pretty simply. After I was able to go ahead and get through work, I came home and I actually stopped at Specs Howard on the way. I turned in some paperwork for graduation, and then after that, I pretty much headed home. I didn't spend a whole bunch of time at Specs. I pretty much just had to get a signature and then drop off a sheet that pretty much gives me the sign off for graduation. The only other thing I need to do is go ahead and sit down and make my final payment here on Friday. And then after that, I am completely done and ready to rock and roll for the end of the school year. Graduation is coming up very soon, so I am excited about that. But the one thing I'm not excited for is the fact that, it's a month and a half away still, so I have to anticipate that for a month and a half, which I'd be lying to you if I told you that made me excited. But outside of that, it's been pretty normal. After I got home, I sat down and I recorded some footage for a episode that I'm trying to do in the future. I haven't really set up how exactly I want to set up my schedule or how I want to do that. I think I have an idea, but I want to sit down and make sure everything is together before I did that. Since I had an early start, I was actually really tired, and I ended up falling asleep fairly early last night after only getting done about 2.5 hours of footage gathering. I didn't get to actually sit down and do my scripting for something else that I wanted to, so that will be something I do today. I do plan on sitting down and making the most out of today, because I need to make sure that I get more done than I did yesterday. It is one of those things where I'm trying to change up certain habits. I'm trying to change up certain parts of my life, just because with school being done, I want to try to change up some of my habits because I know that they're not great for what I'm trying to do and keeping my productivity up. So I'm going to want to change that, and to change that, I need to go through every day. Yesterday was not a good day to start, so I think I'm going to really try to make the most out of today and make today my starting point, because there's no reason to put it off, and putting it off yesterday did nothing but put me back another day. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. I'm going to sit down and try to put together my script for one of the videos. I'm also going to try to sit down and start typing out another script to try to get it ready to actually start recording it. That's another thing. As much as I sit here and I talk on the mic, I am kind of nervous about sitting down and trying to talk out a script, just because it is a daunting task, and I want to make sure that I get it as close as possible to perfect. So that's something that I'll be doing and plan on doing here in the future. Outside of that, pretty much it's just been normal. I'm getting ready for work now, trying to really stick to how these are early morning recollections of the day before, so I'm going to try to make the most out of that, get more into that every day, getting up early enough to do that every day and things of that nature. So that's pretty simple. Yesterday wasn't crazy, so today is going to be, episode's going to be kind of short. I do hope to make today a little bit more action-packed, and I probably will use something other than driving footage just to show you some of the gameplay that I'm recording and some of the things I have in mind. So outside of that, like I said, there isn't a whole lot. I've been just trying to absorb content from other creators, trying to really get myself and really excited for what's going on in the future. I'm also trying to update my resume and my portfolio a little bit more so I can start looking for a new job. So it's a transition period, but it's also a relaxing period. It's one of those things where some of the stress is off, but now I need to start processing my transition to my next place by going ahead and doing that. The biggest thing for me to do that is to make sure that everything is, all my ducks in a row, just because I am a person that does take a little bit of time to get that all together. So that's what I'll be doing for the next couple days. Trying to get ready for it. So next week is pretty much just an all-out, just resume and references, and just throwing them out there and trying to get a new job, just because, one, I need a better financial pay, but two, I also want to be able to get into my field of video, just because graphics is fun, but I definitely enjoy the video concept even more. So with that, I think I'm going to leave it there. and I'll see you guys tomorrow.